Hello and welcome back to Megan Mondays. Before we jump into today's episode, I just want to address the elephant in the room, the obvious, if you will. No, there was no episode last week. The reason's pretty simple. Life happened and it happened pretty hard. I had to put my dog down, and when I tell you that I was feeling all of the feelings, all of them. So it was a pretty heavy week. If you've ever lost a pet, you know it's not just a pet. They're part of your everyday life. And so my everyday routine changed overnight, and it hit me pretty hard. So instead of forcing a video when I was not in the right headspace, I decided to take a step back for just a second. But I wanted to bring it up today because I think it connects to a lot of people when they're building something, whether it's a business, a routine, or just like trying to improve their life. Test. Okay, we're officially back. The Jets are going crazy today. Yesterday and today, I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious. I live like right next to a military base, if anybody was wondering, and some days it's just like right over my house, and I can literally feel the walls shaking. Anyways, just annoyances of living in Virginia Beach. Okay. But yeah, life interrupts momentum sometimes, and we have no control over when life is going to happen. So the real question isn't when it happens, it's what you do next. There is this idea online that disciplined or successful people are perfectly consistent. They never miss a workout, they never miss a deadline. But that's not the reality. Everyone is going to hit a week where something unexpected happens and just throws everything off. Loss, stress, exhaustion, or even just your normal responsibilities. But real life does not pause because we have goals. I think the difference between people that keep moving forward and people that get stuck is just how they respond to the interruption. A lot of people get started making the progress and then think that it gets ruined the moment that they break a streak. Missing a week at the gym, missing posting a video for a week. You just fall off of a routine that you were really proud of. The immediate response is natural. It's going to be, well, I messed up. And instead of restarting, people just sit with it. They wait until next Monday or next week or next year, and they tell themselves that they'll be ready then. But what that waiting is actually doing is just killing the momentum, okay? The people that are out here building businesses, careers, they're not succeeding because they never get knocked off the rails. They succeed because they're just restarting faster. They don't turn a difficult week into weeks of silence. They just simply pick back up. And honestly, this shows up everywhere. In business, momentum gets ruined all the time. Deals fall through, timelines change, plans change. And in personal routines, the same thing happens. Life will throw curveballs at you that you did not schedule for. The key skill isn't perfect discipline, it's resilience. I don't think we talk about resilience enough. Resilience is the ability to say, well, that week didn't go how I wanted it to go, but there's still a next step. And also, I feel like you don't need to rebuild everything from the beginning. You can just take the next step instead of feeling like you have to start all over. And I think we all need to stop trying to be perfect. Consistency is not perfect. It's not. Consistency means just returning after a really hard week, returning after a disappointment, or just returning after something throws your rhythm off. And I feel like when people look at someone who has built something over time, it's easy to assume that that person had perfect discipline. But more often, what they really had was the willingness to keep going and the willingness to keep restarting. So, if you feel like something in your life has stalled, a goal, or a routine, something that you were building, here's your reminder. 1 week does not erase the progress that you've made. One interruption does not cancel momentum. Most of the time, progress doesn't stop because life got difficult. It stops because people decide the gap means that they have failed. And you haven't. The truth is the next step is always available. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just simply return. So, this was episode 10. This is episode 9 of Megan Mondays, and I'm going to go have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I hope you guys do too. Love you. Bye.